Extraordinary Woman Holistic Network this morning. Welcome. We had such an amazing morning with you. Wow, people's experiences were so deep and so different to each one of us, but so meaningful.
Thank you.
I really, really appreciate having you here this morning, and I just wanted to ask you, out of the 3 takeouts that you would want us to walk away with today, what would be the top 3 for you?
I think the first takeout that I would love the audience to take with them is that every single person has an inner masculine and an inner feminine. Not just men are masculine and women are feminine, but that we have these divine sacred principles within us, and that we learn, because we haven't learned through the education system, how to grow them up from junior masculine and feminine into adult masculine and feminine. So that would be the first takeout, is how do we learn how to embody these principles on a more mature adult basis. And the second takeout, I suppose, would be how to learn that. And in my experience, the best way to learn these beautiful, sacred, eternal principles or energies is in movement, is through the body. Rather than trying to understand them through texts and books, the more we read, the more we go into concepts, and we don't actually directly experience them as a direct embodied experience. And so they remain concepts as opposed to something that we can work with and live with in our daily lives.
And embody, yes.
Yeah. And then once we've felt these masculine and energy principles and how they dance together, how they complement each other so beautifully, then to bring those into our daily lives so that they again don't remain in theory, that we actually start to live the deep masculine and the deep feminine in our domestic everyday life, in business, in our friendships, in the way when we walk along the beach we pick up the litter, because that's the feminine, and if I leave litter on the feminine, on her body, she's polluted. You know,
Yes.
I don't just wait for someone else to do it. That's living it. That's like taking care of the feminine. So it's important that we bring it down from theory and into daily practice. So I would say those would be the 3
Excellent.
3 takeouts.
And tell me, you do this as part of your daily living. You share this with your community. You share this with your people.
Mhm.
How can people out there get in touch with you on this?
So I have a website. It is www.luminousLivingandloving.com, and spelled out A-N-D, luminousLivingandloving.com. I also have several Facebook groups. One is Femme, Woman Healing the World. That's for women to post anything to do with healing on that site. I also have another group, Deeper Dancing. I do a somatic learning dance every Thursday in Cape Town. I have red tents, which are for women to share their stories, to share how they're learning to start to embody goddess energy and the challenges they have in doing that.
Sounds phenomenal.
So lots of opportunities to share, because I think the time of what I call John Wayning it, doing it all on our own and toughing it out on our own, is over. We're coming back into community again, back into tribe, back into family, to learn this together.
Great. Yeah. Well, Extraordinary Woman's all about supporting women in business, and all about supporting the growing of communities, especially the business communities for females, for the feminine. So I really want to take this opportunity to wish you well and to wish you growth. And if you ever have any workshops or anything like that, do send us an invite. We'd love to participate.
Thank you, Robyn, and I really honor you and Gwen and Michelle for creating this, because it is a very feminine thing, networking, as we spoke this morning, and it's so needed. And I felt very warmly welcomed and received. I felt heard and met, and so it was very nourishing for me, and I really honor you for this work that you're doing, and it's delightful to come full circle and meet you again outside of the corporate world and into this lovely new space.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Wishing you well.